Journalist Rhea Mogul joins us live from Hong Kong for more. Rhea, good evening. A large group of protesters began marching through the city early on Christmas Day, followed by a relatively aggressive response by the police. Tell us more.
Yeah, so police used tear gas and pepper spray in multiple districts as pro-democracy protesters held small flash mob protests in malls and multiple districts around Hong Kong. In fact, on early Christmas morning, a man fell from the second floor of a restaurant and suffered from lower back and spine injuries. He was allegedly also arrested for assaulting a police officer after an altercation in a mall. Meanwhile, police stopped and searched mostly young people in busy districts in Hong Kong, major retail areas, and they also deployed pepper spray and tear gas once again, second day in the row.
Rhea, as we mentioned earlier, pro-democracy candidates overwhelmingly won district council elections last month, which has bolstered protesters. How have those results changed the attitude of authorities both in Hong Kong and in Beijing?
That's right. In all seriousness, it absolutely hasn't changed the attitude of pro-democracy activists in Hong Kong. In fact, 1 week after the majority pro-democracy landslide win in the district council elections, activists, 800,000 of them, took to the streets to peacefully demonstrate the 5 demands that they've been asking for the government to respond to for 6 months now. And I feel like it's made pro-democracy activists more incentivized than ever because of this massive victory that they've witnessed. So they feel like they can take to the streets once more and reiterate the 5 demands, and hopefully the government will respond to them just because of the landslide pro-democracy victory that they saw in the elections not too long ago.
And briefly, Rhea, has that win in the elections changed the central government's attitude in Beijing?
Not so much, no. In fact, today Carrie Lam put a statement out on social media, and she said that pro-democracy protesters were, and I quote, ruining Christmas because of the clashes that were happening in various districts in Hong Kong. She condemned the actions of the protesters yet again, citing them as illegal, and this has been happening, very frequently the day after we see major clashes between protesters and police in Hong Kong.